Volume 2, Number 1. Grace has decided to travel to Pittsburgh and leave the family behind to visit her family. Michael, it's not an easy decision to leave my family home with a bunch of nannies and you, but I know that you're going to be okay. I know I know you want to go visit family, and you're only going to be gone a couple days, but I'm going to miss you. This was a last minute decision, but I need to see my mom and I need to see my family. Okay, Grace. So when are you going to leave? I'm going to leave in a couple days. I'm just going to go for 3 days and I'll be back. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I need to go and see them. It's urgent. My mother's health has been in poor health for a while, so I just I have to revisit some things and just collect my thoughts. Are you going to be okay with the kids and everything? I know you will be, Michael, said Grace. Yes, everything's going to be fine here. I have mom and dad, the nannies. Everything's going to be fine. We'll be okay. I'll be back for the All-Star game, too. Okay, Grace. So Grace packs her bags and gets ready for the trip. As the trip is only a day and a half, Grace is going to be leaving for Pittsburgh. My layover's in Atlanta, Michael, so it's like a 2-hour layover. So as Grace is prepared for the trip, the day of the trip, Grace is ready to go. Michael packs the bags into the truck and gets her to the airport. This kiss was like unlike any other kiss. Michael kissed her like as if he kissed her never before. I love you so much, Grace. What are you going to do when you get there? Well, I'm going to rent a car and I'm going to revisit some places. I think I need to just collect my thoughts. Seeing my mom, I think, is going to be helpful, but I think there's some things I need to deal with about my passing of my father, too. I'm going to visit my dad's grave and just revisit some places. I need to just regain my ground again. Okay, Grace, whatever you do, call me, okay? When you get there, or whatever you need, just call me. Okay, I love you. I love you too. As Grace gets her e-ticket and gets to the gate, she sees Michael leave. Grace has a tear drop in her eye. She recalls the memories that she has gained since she's come to Branson in that region. It's been a long time since she's gone to Pittsburgh by herself. In fact, she's never gone to Pittsburgh by herself since she's left Pittsburgh years ago. So this is the first time she's traveled to Pittsburgh by herself. She decided to stay in a hotel by herself. And she said that she would rather stay in the hotel by herself than upset anything that might upset anybody. But that wasn't the real reason. It was just for solitude. So she could write in her diary and have some quiet time alone. This trip was going to be especially important for that reason alone. So once the plane landed in Atlanta, she waited the 2 hours and charged her phone so her phone would be fully charged when she got to Pittsburgh. And she took an Uber once she landed into Pittsburgh. She took an Uber to the hotel where she was staying at in Cranberry. So she got to Cranberry and she landed her feet on solid ground. It was nice to be in Pittsburgh. By the time she got to Cranberry, it was just time to relax and unwind. And she laid on the bed and absorbed all the exhaustion she felt from the trip. She called Michael and said, Michael, hi, honey, how are you? Oh, honey, I've been waiting to hear from you. I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm actually at the hotel in Cranberry. Here's the number if you need to get a hold of me at the hotel desk. I'm in room 210. Okay, baby. I miss you. I miss you too. Grace, are you going to be okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm going to go visit my dad's grave in a little bit. It's a little late, don't you think? Yeah, but it's not dark out yet, so I still have some time. Did you get the rental car? Yes, I'm getting it right now. Okay. So Grace gets the rental car and she goes to her dad's grave site and she visits just for a short time. There's not much you can do when you go to a grave site but just sit there and stare at a gravestone. But she needed time alone to visit her dad's gravestone. All she could do was just pray and recollect the memories of her father. And then she left as it was sundown. She visited her sister, who was there not very far away. And her sister wanted her to stay, but she said she was exhausted. She didn't really want to stay too long. So her sister said, I'll go up with you to the hotel, and followed her up to the hotel. All they did is just lay around and talk for a little bit, and then she left. Listen, I didn't want to be a bore to you, but I'm exhausted from the trip, said Grace. Lauren said, That's okay. Listen, you had a long trip. It's been a long day for you. We'll let you go. We'll catch up tomorrow morning for breakfast, okay? Okay, if that's what we decide to do, then we'll do that. But I want to go see Mom. Well, then we'll just meet at Mom's house. Okay, that sounds like a better plan. We'll just meet there. So the plan was for them to meet at Mom's house to see how Mom was doing. She was in an accident, a bus accident, and she had an injury, so she was just recovering from the injuries. So they went down to see their mother, and she was doing a lot better than expected. So it was a lot better of a progress report than what was expected. Grace had thought the worst, but she was making slow progress as the nurse was tending to her injuries. Mom, I didn't know. I had no idea, said Grace, as Grace said a little prayer for her mom. Oh, you know how I am. I bounce back. I know, Mom. You're a strong warrior. Lauren was sitting back, and so was Monica, because Monica came down to visit. They all had a chance to capture this moment with each other as sisters. She got a chance to see her brothers, and it was a chance for them all to spend some time together. It was a good time for their family to get together under the circumstances. Grace said that it was really hard to see each other under these circumstances, but it was good at the same time. They were just so happy to see Grace. So they asked Grace what was Grace going to do the rest of the trip. Well, I was going to go take a trip down memory lane. Oh, really? What are you going to do? I had a place I wanted to go to. I wanted to go back to my old apartment where it all began. Where what do you mean where it all began? How I ended up in Missouri to begin with. Oh, really? You just want to retrace your railroad tracks? Not railroad tracks, but just kind of retrace my tracks. I want to write a book. Are you okay, Grace? Yeah, I'm okay. Just a little emotional. Sometimes the emotions catch up with me, you know. Oh, I hope we didn't make you cry. No, it's okay. It's just seeing all you together. It's hard to be away from family this long. How's Michael feel about all this? He's supportive. You know, he's a good husband. Well, you can always come back and live here. Yeah, but I think it would be too big of an adjustment for my family to move here. Oh, I don't know. There's too much. We have too many roots there. You know, we have family there. Well, you could always buy a house here and live here in the summer. Yeah, I don't know if it would happen. I just like coming and visiting. Maybe that's all I can do is just come and visit. I'm just glad to be here. I need to be home. I need to be with my family. It's too important right now to be here. I don't want to think about being there right now. I just needed time away from that area. I needed to get back to my roots. Yeah, some of us are like that. It's like when you get away from home too long, you need to know where you come from, said Mom. Yeah, that's so true. So, what are we going to do for lunch? I don't know. Do you want to go out to eat? I'll buy. I think we should get something really nice to eat. Let's go to a really nice eatery. Okay, as long as it's not like some plant based food, because I can't do plant based food. No, this place, they serve real meat, they serve real chicken. Okay, said Lauren. I appreciate that, said Grace, because I had the plant based food and it's not that terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not that good. So they go to this real authentic, real steak and cheese sandwich place. Oh, I'm so glad we went there. At least they actually serve real meat, not any of that fake meat. Yeah, really. Oh wow. I think I'm getting a cold. Is it what's the temperature out there? Well, it's actually 40 degrees. Yeah, I think I'm getting a cold, said Grace. It's usually Michael with the cold at my house. Now it's me. Oh wow. What's the temperature usually out in the Midwest? Well, it's like 55 out there. Oh wow, you're lucky. Anyway, sorry about the head cold. I guess I gotta take medicine for it. Oh, Grace, just relax. Do you want to go back to the hotel? Not yet. I have a place I have to go to right now, so I'm going to go up to Bellevue. I'm going to go back to my old apartment. I just need to study for my book. What are you going to write the book about? About how I got from there to here. Is it about what your ex husband did to you? Yeah. I need to deal with it in a way that maybe not writing about a book, but journaling about it, or I just need to deal with it. I needed to go back there. It's about me. It's not about writing a book. It's not about anything. It's just I need to get to the root of what happened to me there. There's a part of me that's missing. It it's like the key that unlocks the door to my past. It's like a part of me is missing. When I go there, I'll understand it all. Do you want me to go with you? Said Monica. Yeah, Monica, would you? Lauren's going to stay back with Mom, okay? Lauren's okay with that, as Lauren stays back with Mom to help tend to Mom's wounds. Monica and Grace go to the old apartment. So, what is it do you think we're going to find here? It's not what we find here, Monica. It's just, I just want to touch this place. I want to feel it. I want to feel the vibrations of what he did, what happened here. I want to remember again what happened. He strangled me. It was a house of terror, a house of horror. But there were other things that happened here too. There were moments in this that have kept me awake many nights. I woke up this morning with the memories of shuffling around and racing around to scramble for my life. And I just knew I had to be here to unlock whatever it is that was troubling me. It wasn't just the term domestic violence, it was the horror and what was haunting me all these years. I feel like by being here, I will feel the resolution and peace that I need. And I feel it. I feel it. I feel the peace that I need, the strength I need. As Monica and Grace sat on that porch, Grace felt the vibration in her soul, in her spirit. And Monica did too. I feel it too, said Monica. Yeah, I feel it too. As the trip was winding up, Monica said, "It's okay. You're going to find peace over this." And Grace didn't want to leave that place, but she had to, as Monica had to go get her daughter from school. Listen, my daughter's at riding classes. I have to go pick up my daughter. Okay. They hugged and they went their separate ways. Grace was wrapping up her trip and said her goodbyes over the phone as she was ready to fly out from Pittsburgh to Branson that morning. She woke up early to make her flight back to Branson, as the layover in Atlanta was only an hour, fortunately. Michael met her at the airport as she flew into Branson. "Oh, Grace, I'm so glad to see you." "I'm so glad to see you too. Did you have a successful trip?" "Yes, I did. I had a great trip." Did you get whatever out of the trip that you wanted?" "Yeah, honey, I did. I feel compassion again. I feel peace. I got to spend time with my sisters and brothers, my mom. It was good." "Oh, I'm so happy, Grace." As Michael teared up, "I missed you so much. I don't want to be apart from you, Grace." Oh, Grace is so touched by this. "Michael, you've made me feel so warm suddenly." "I went back to the apartment where I was beat up." "You did?" "Yeah. I had to feel the vibration. I had to feel the peace and pain. I had to feel it again. I had to remind myself of why I was there and why I am in Branson and why I did what I did and why I fled that relationship and marriage to feel at peace again. I had to feel that peace that passes all understanding. I had to be one with God. My sister was there with me too." "It's okay, Grace. Don't ever doubt why you left him and why you did what you did." "I know. I just needed to be at peace again about the decisions I made because I feel like going forward I can be at peace with who I am and where I'm going. And seeing you, hugging you, he's like, "You know what? We're causing a traffic jam. We better get going." As the bags were in the back, they pulled out of the airport and they went home. "You can tell me all about it on the way home, okay, Grace?" "Okay, honey. Listen, you did the right thing. I support you. If you want to make that journey back and you need to go back there 2 more times or 3 more times, Grace, we can do that. You had to do that for you." "Yeah, I did. I I understand why you did what you did. Sometimes we have to make peace with the past, Grace. And sometimes in situations like in my situation, I had to make peace with what my ex did. You know, when I was talking to Vanessa about that, remember that time I was at the restaurant with Vanessa about that situation? I was making peace with what my ex did to me, but I was free. It's like you have to be free again, Grace. Whatever was controlling you, we'll go back to Pittsburgh again if we have to, okay? Can we do that? Yes, we can go back to Pittsburgh and we can sit there and whatever you need to do, we will do it. They want us to move to Pittsburgh. Well, I don't know about moving to Pittsburgh, but we'll make a trip to Pittsburgh again. And we'll do whatever it is we need to do to get you the healing that you need. Thank you."